Heidelberg. A game that looks quite different for both sides after last week's results, where Pascoe Vale were in scintillating form with 4 goals in the first half an hour of the game, defeating Altona 5-2. And Heidelberg, after really getting into their season well, had pretty much a bit of a shock derby loss against South Melbourne. They were also 3-0 down after 27 minutes, ending up losing 3-1. So Heidelberg, last year's champions, as Pascoe Vale finalists last season, closer to the wrong end of the table so far this season, but they'll be buoyed with that win against Altona. My name is Chris Gleeson and welcome to NPL Victoria on Friday night. One of 2 big games so far tonight. Other game has already kicked off half an hour ago on the Melbourne Knights 0, Oakley Cannons 0. As it's Lockie Keevers, the man with the whistle in the middle, as we get closer to starting this game. So it is Lockie Keevers, the man in the middle. Assistant referee is Alexander Leber. Luke Camilleri, his other assistant, with Garth De Silva as the 4th. We'll go through the starting lineups very shortly. Heidelberg have made one change with youngster Lukas Derrick into the starting lineup, replacing the suspended Ruben Way. One of 2 red cards last week. Jack Petrie was only substituted on for 5 minutes before seeing red. And we are just about ready to start NPL Victoria. The second big game kicking off here. As Lockie Keevers does his final checks, starts the watch, and we are underway. As Heidelberg played out wide and ill-directed to start the game. It's out for a throw. So as Heidelberg get an early foul, the starting lineup for the Pascoe Vale is Nick Feely in goal, a back 4 of Gonzalo Munoz, Matt Hennessey, Johnny Vakurtis and Adrian Talarico, with Stephen Hatsikotsis, Nick Georgopoulos and Mohamed Rohini in midfield. And in the attack it's Lukas Antilli, Davy Van Schip and Jip Bartels, the 2 Dutchmen who were both on the score sheet last week, as Hennessey wins that header. Gets another chance to get it clear. O'Brien back into the mixer. And in the end, Talarico loses out to Alice. And in the end, Shaun Alice wins Heidelberg an early corner. There is a very strong wind coming across the ground that's favouring Pascoe Vale's end. So Heidelberg are against a very strong breeze, as you see here in a pretty open stadium. Alice near post, flicked on by Pace. In the end, Pascoe Vale get it clear. Or momentarily, Alice. Chance to cross. Dangerous ball in. Hennessey well directed. And in the end, the ball is out wide. It's Bartels try to get it clear. Alice will get another chance. Pace couldn't get the header to a Heidelberg teammate. And Hennessey, for about the 4th time early in this game, mops up. As the throw has been told to take it in the right spot. Joshua Wilkins to throw it back in. Long throw. Hennessey header. Rohini up in the air. Santilli loses out to Dumbalis. Zara. Noon. Forward. As Noon chased after that one again now. Bartels. And Van Schip. The ball's found its way forward. Wilkins will get there first for Heidelberg. Scott Ellis out wide. In the end, plays a lovely ball through to him. And in the end, Pascoe Vale, as they've done so far in this game, clear it up the line. Now it's Zara. Rides the challenge well. Cahill cuts it back. In the end, Pascoe Vale just have to keep clearing it away. They control it well. Ball forward. In the way. They give the ball away cheaply again. Into the box. Harry Noon couldn't direct it goalwards, and the clearance once again comes from Pascoe Vale. Now Stephen Pace. Hatsikotsis for Pascoe Vale inside. Now Rohini's got a chance to settle things down. Pascoe Vale through Georgopoulos. Looking for Santilli. And Cahill is offside. Trying to spring the offside trap. So now we can quickly go through the Heidelberg lineup. Chris Theodorides in goal. Back four of Les Dumbalis, Stephen Pace, Luke Biles and Josh Wilkins. Midfield of Paul O'Brien, Adrian Zara. And just in front of them is Harry Noon, with Luke Derricks, Shaun Ellis on the wing, and Tom Cahill up top. On bench for the first time, Brandon White, who NPL Victoria fans were probably used to seeing him with Port Melbourne a couple of years ago before getting an opportunity to play for the Brisbane Roar. Peter Deng, Jacob Zalewski, Jacob Burns and Anthony Catanios back on the bench for Heidelberg. Munos in the midfield, and now Pascoe Vale. Hatsikotsis, Santilli. Patient build-up from Pascoe Vale, and they couldn't keep it in. So we do understand there is problems with the Facebook stream. Problems with Facebook with both the NPL Victoria games so far. The Melbourne Knights one's having issues as well, but YouTube is working fine, so if it keeps freezing on Facebook for you guys, YouTube's stream is working fine. Cahill. Hennessey and Munos. Gonzalo with a big switching ball that the wind will catch. And it'll go away from Jip Bartels and out for the first goal kick for Chris Theodorides. Theodorides takes his time. It's one thing, there's no ball boys here. In NPL Victoria, goalkeepers have to fetch their own ball, which we do see can be quite handy late in games if you're winning. Theodorides now ready to restart the game. He's going to have some competition for the second half of the year with Brandon White signing across. As you can see, the wind take hold of that one. Hennessey attacks it. Ball forward. For Curtis, wins it back. Can he start a counter-attack for the Rams? Van Schip couldn't bring it under control. A rare mistouch from the mercurial Dutchman. There's Hennessey and Munos. Now Santilli. Loose touch, but Pascoe Vale get away with it. Now Santilli with another opportunity. Hatsikotsis loses out now. Zara. Forward from him, Harry Noon. Shields it away from Rohini. Tries to play it through the middle. Alice's first touch was great. The second touch is just wide. What a goal that would have been by the mercurial Scotsman. Just took it in his stride. The ball was behind him and then lashed the volley and it just missed the upright. Real warning sign there for Pascoe Vale. Thought the ball was too heavy for him to control. Proved me wrong, that's for sure. But his volley's just wide of Feely's goal. Heidelberg with the best chance in the game early. So we're approaching the 9-minute mark. Ball forward. Theodore will collect. Now Alice. Forced back. Wilkins a seat out for a throw. Just over the halfway mark of the season now. Transfer window open. So many big transfers have so far in NPL Victoria. I've seen Adrian Layard, Brenton Santalev and Carl Valeri, former A-League players, making their way to Dandy City. South Melbourne with a couple of signings themselves. The Doveton goalkeeper impressed them so much that they signed him. Melvin Beckett from Geelong, formerly of Altona across. Very skillful attacker. Also South Melbourne have also signed Peter Skipetis, who formerly from Dandenong Thunder. So a bit of movement in the transfer window from a few sides. Kingston announcing 3 signings of their own. So it is that type of the season where if clubs feel they're lacking in some areas or need some injury replacements, they can strengthen their squad. Xavier Van Schip, Stephen Pace at his back. Seizes a couple of Heidelberg players. He's got 3 in front of him at the moment and loses out. Now it's Zara. Hatsikotsis with a strong challenge. Hennessey up the line. Bartels will get there. Trying to go inside. Still got the ball, Jip Bartels. Went for the nutmeg twice and in the end gives the foul away by holding on. So Joshua Wilkins with the foul, but he's going to leave it for Theodore. No. So 11 minutes gone. One of 2 games kicking off. Melbourne Knights and Oakley are almost at half-time. It's 0-0 at Knight Stadium. Theodore looking for Cahill. Goes out for a Heidelberg throw. Wilkins. Noon couldn't control it. Bartels. Van Schip. Hatsikotsis. Now the field will open up for Nick Georgopoulos. Switching ball. Will it sit for Santilli at will? Bartels the only one in the box, can't find him. Bowls away. Now Rohini. Bartels. Patient build-up from Pascoe Vale. Great challenge through by Harry Noon. In fact, it's Derrick's. And the youngster on this second opportunity gives away the foul. Luke Derrick's come on for 3 substitute appearances after missing almost 12 months with a serious ACL injury. Signed from Northcote, where he had an excellent start to NPL Victoria last season before succumbing to that injury. Scored against Hume City in the Cup as Pascoe Vale aren't allowed to take the ball quick. And last week won the penalty that South Melbourne gave away and conceded. Mohamed Rahimi. Got an opportunity to go direct. It's off the crossbar. Mohamed Rahimi Theodore didn't get a touch to it. Out for a goal kick, but what an opportunity that was for Pascoe Vale as Mohamed Rohini rattles the bar. He's definitely assisted by the wind, so you can try yourself from long range tonight from that end of the pitch. As Rohini was judged by Pascoe Vale to be the player of the match last week against Altona. It's taken a while to settle into the squad. But the last month he's played excellent football for Pascoe Vale, and looking for him to continue that, and that wasn't too far away. Theodore was really scrambling. Theodore gets it over halfway this time. Hennessey. O'Brien. Now it falls to Nick Georgopoulos. Looking for Santilli, well read by Dumbalis. And Heidelberg can't control it. Talarico to Bartels. Pascoe Vale happy to hold on to the ball. Matt Hennessey. Oh, poor pass. Harry Noon's pinched it. What an opportunity for Heidelberg. Noon gives it to Cahill. Tom Cahill deflected. It's going to crawl and roll off the post. And Feely gets to control it. Defensive mix-up. And they get away with it. Pascoe Vale as Theodore will clear. Not too well. Had some real goal-mouth action in this game so far. Both sides hitting the bar. Alice's volley not too far away. It was an excellent block in front of Feely, and the ball just crawled towards goal. And luckily for Pascoe Vale, it hit the post and rebounded back to the goalkeeper. Harry Noon and Tom Cahill really could have raffled that one. As Biles plays it towards Cahill. Into the back goes Gonzalo Munoz. Referee waves play on. Van Schip once again just couldn't control it. His touches eluded him early in this game as Stephen Pace plays it back to Theodore. And the ball is too wide. Talarico to throw it back in. There's Van Schip. Hatsikotsis. Hennessey will play it to Feely. And one of the top goalkeepers this season is Nick Feely, coming across from WA as Georgopoulos will drive it forward. Can he shoot? He can! And it's over the top as well. The youngster's got all the confidence in the world, and he has scored from that range a couple of times this season as well. It's one of the hottest young talents in NPL Victoria, Nick Georgopoulos. Unfortunately, it seems like there is an injury problem to veteran Stephen Pace. Almost 38 years of age is Stephen Pace. He's been a real long-time stalwart of NPL Victoria and played a little bit of professional football for Melbourne Victory back in the day. And that doesn't look good at all, holding his arm. So Stephen Pace. Well, Heidelberg have had a couple of real serious injuries of late. Alex Schiavo with a ACL, and last week Lewis Hall with an ACL as well. It's been confirmed too, so injury problems in this Heidelberg side. And also without the services of Ruben Way and Jack Petrie for red cards against South Melbourne last week, so the squad's definitely getting tested. As seem to be waiting for the referee on the sideline, who's play stoppage time here, and he's going to allow Heidelberg to make the substitution, but seems like Heidelberg don't have a substitute ready to go right now, so really the game should just continue until a substitute is ready. Lockie Keevers has pointed to his watch a few times saying that this time will be played on, but I just believe it's a little bit unnecessary as Peter Deng now finally gets onto the pitch and will go into the back four. It looks like Deng's going to be playing left back with Les Dumbalis now partnering Luke Biles. There's Wilkins. In the end, Hennessey just launches it into the crowd. Wilkins. Decent throw into the box. Bounces across. Alice. Rohini forward. Harry Noon gets there first, and Biles. I think a few Heidelberg players are offside then. Not the one who's found the ball. And Zara does well and gets the throw. 20 minutes gone. Both sides with excellent opportunities in this game. It is half time at Knight Stadium. Melbourne Knights 0, Oakley 0. Into the box. Hennessey and Rohini clear. Zara just blasts it into the car park. Doesn't bother me because that's not where I parked. There's a few of the kids will go scramble and try to fetch the ball. Heidelberg missed the opportunity to cut the gap at the top with Avondale losing last week, but Heidelberg dropped points in the derby against South Melbourne. Gave the opportunity for the Bentley Greens, who did beat Avondale, to close the gap to 4 points. Heidelberg are currently 5 points off them and cut it to 2 with Avondale playing tomorrow. Davey Van Schip. In the end, is going to wait for Talarico to throw it in. Bartels. Patient build up again from Pascoe Vale, Hatzikotzes. It's going to fall into midfield for Rohini. Looking for the 1-2 with Bartels. In the end, he's got it now. Here's Nick Georgopoulos. The Curtis. Heidelberg sitting deep on the edge of their box. In the end, Pascoe Vale have been forced well back. As Munos turns Cahill. Van Schip trying to lay it to Georgopoulos, and now Heidelberg can try to counter with Shaun Ellis. With Talarico. Back post ball. It's going to stay alive. Harry Noon, edge of the box. He gets to shoot. Deflected, and Georgopoulos clears. Top goal scorer so far this season is Harry Noon, with 5 goals to his name. Well, that strike was blocked, and now Pascoe Vale go forward. Nick Georgopoulos trying to cross it in. Goes over the top. You can see he was trying to cut it across the 6-yard box to Jip Bartels. Just sliced off the outside of his foot. There's a few groans in the grandstand with me, thinking I might have crept into getting close to the top corner with the wind, but in the end, out for a goal kick. Let's have a big round of NPL Victoria. Green Gully and Altona tomorrow, and Avondale and Dandenong City, with Hume City and Dandenong Thunder the late kick-off, and South Melbourne and Bentley on Sunday. And then Kingston City versus Port Melbourne. Kingston City got a good point last Monday night against Hume City after conceding within the first 30 seconds. New signing Andrew Theodoropoulos got the equaliser. Van Schip, Georgopoulos, Van Schip, trying to work in tight areas, and in the end, Zara, Alice, Bartels. And in the end, the ball finds its way to Theodore. Some really strong challenges in midfield from both sides. Both sides, when they do play their best football, it is quite physical, and really rely on those turnovers in midfield, and they're moving pretty quick as Theodorides and Davy Van Schip just tease each other for a little bit. Theodorides out wide. Finds its way forward. Cahill. Gonzalo Munoz can't find Van Schip. Nabala sees it out for a throw. "25 minutes gone. Both sides hitting the post. Through Mo Rohini for Pascoe Vale with a free kick. There was a deflected shot from Cahill that rolled off the post. Georgopoulos can't get on the end of it. Also, Georgopoulos didn't come too far away earlier. In the end, Ellis gets it clear. Munoz. It's too heavy, that ball. Deng will see it out. Win really takes a hold of that one from Theodorides. Van Schip loses out. Peter Deng. And Theodorides will get another chance to clear. Talarico will get there on the bounce. Now Hennessey. He's done some good work, Tom Cahill, earlier, pressing the two centre halves and making it hard for Pascoe Vale to play out from the back. Him and Harry Noon doing that job, the more advanced roles in this Heidelberg attack. They did cause Munoz and Hennessey to make a mistake early in this game. That almost saw Heidelberg take the lead. Midfield. Zara, one to chase. Wilkins will get there first. Whips it in towards Alice, goes through the box. Great sliding challenge there by Munoz, and it stays alive, and the shot from Paul O'Brien wasn't too far away. First real chance for Joshua Wilkins to move forward in an advanced area. Seemed like Shaun Ellis let the ball run, but if it wasn't for that Munoz challenge, Cahill would have tapped in. Feely. Difficult one to control, and out for a Pascoe Vale throw. So George Kasakis isn't too happy with a few of his players at the moment then. Rohini, chance to move it forward. Georgopoulos trying to find Rohini, cut out. Nooney only really had Cahill out wide, and that pass was never going to find him. Munos. Ball's going to find Van Schip. 3 Heidelberg players around him, win it back. Noon to Derricks. Ball stays in for Van Schip. Hasn't got much support in front of him. Fires it in and goes out for a throw. Wait for Curtis to find a ball to restart the game. Pretty even game so far in the first half an hour. Curtis, early ball in. Theodore gets there first. Both these sides played at Olympic Village back in round 1. It was Harry Noon with the goal when Heidelberg were really on top in that first half an hour of the game at the Village, and tied as the game went on. Pascoe Vale through Davey Van Schip with the equaliser. Both sides shared a point to start the season. Derricks. A few step overs from the youngster. The cross was too close to Feely. Now the throw to Van Schip. First time layoff. Talarico. Zombalis with a ill-directed header. Georgopoulos and Zara will fight for this, and Zara will lay it back to his goalkeeper. Off Zara, and it'll be a Pascoe Vale throw. Van Schip at the edge of the box. Sikotsis now. Bartels. Trying to find the right pass. And shares it with Talarico. Bartels just couldn't reel it in. Now for a goal kick. Seems to be quite a bit of stoppage time in the first half an hour of this game, between the goal kicks and the time it took for the injury of Stephen Pace and the substitute to be made. Theodore now. And now Santilli. Was able to keep it in. Couldn't find Rohini though, as O'Brien wins it back. Now Zara gets away from Georgopoulos to Noon. Wilkins, this is well worked by Heidelberg. Wilkins with a little fumble gets it back. Now Biles to drive it forward. Great pass to Alice. Harry Noon. Back post looking for Cahill. And it's Tom Cahill who gets the first goal from an excellent move from Heidelberg. From defence to attack. Every pass was perfect and the cross was inch perfect. And it is Tom Cahill who celebrates the goal and Heidelberg take the lead. Well, Tom Cahill back in the goals again for Heidelberg. The veteran striker who scored plenty of goals in his time in the VPL or NPL. When you give him a chance like that, he will not miss. The ball was perfect and he just headed it back across the goalkeeper into the corner. So Heidelberg now jump back up to second place on the live ladder. Theodore once again the wind plays havoc. And ships offside so can't attack it. Rohini, Bartels and Biles, and Theodore gets there. Looking for Derricks. Managed to keep it in play, Zara. And in the end it goes out for a throw. I think the free kick's been given to Heidelberg. Peter Deng looking for Cahill. Curtis will get it out for a throw. As we see the control from George Katsakis. As of course without his trusty long-time assistant Jeff Olver, who was sent from the pitch last weekend with a bit of chaos in the derby against South Melbourne. Heidelberg will get another throw. Curtis missed it. As Derricks finds Cahill momentarily. Now Van Schip. Great control, first touch. Looking for Santilli. In the end, Peter Deng will get there first. Biles playing it through. Feely. Well, in the end, he gets there first. Miscommunication at the back from Pascoe Vale, and now Van Schip looking for Georgopoulos, and the ball's cleared. Over to the Heidelberg HUFC TV boys over in the scaffolding tonight. Headed forward. Pascoe Vale with another throw in an advanced area. It's been a real up and down season for Pascoe Vale. Currently in 10th place. Only 1 point in front of the promotion relegation spot. 6 points away from the actual drop spot. But they find themselves 7 points away from the top 6. This finals football, it's going to be a pretty difficult thing to reach in the second half of this year for the Rams to match last season's efforts. In the midfield, Wilkins. Trying to play it inside for Alice. Talarico will watch it out. Another battle in midfield. Pascoe Vale through Georgiopoulos win this one. Santilli. In fact, it's Chip Bartels. And Kotsis is fouled in midfield. And Santilli and Bartels have swapped wings. Ball in, straight to the goalkeeper, that one. Stephen Hatsikotsis. Once again, Theodore does all he can to slow the play down. You can understand that from Heidelberg going against this big breeze. Now they can break again through Noon. Alice's runners either side. Ball left a bit short for Noon. He'll get it back though. Georgiopoulos finds the right pass. Into the channel. Van Schip will chase. Dumbalis and Theodorides in the end. Get it up the pitch. O'Brien. Two Heidelberg players are offside. In the end, it's easy for Feely to collect and try to restart for Pascoe Vale, who have had their opportunities in this game. As we approach half time, Deng heads it away from Bartels and Hatsikotsis gets it back. In the end, he's great turn to get through midfield. Derricks with pace gets it back. Cahill fouled from behind. There's a little bit of scuffle between the two players as Tom Cahill doesn't appreciate the tight control from Gonzalo Munoz. Heidelberg through balls, ready to take the free kick. Cahill's really not happy about that. He's having a chat to Lockie Keevers. Set piece for the Burgers. In the end, it's not dealt with well. Wilkins scuffed the shot, stays alive. Can he find a teammate? In the end, he crosses it out wide and out for a goal kick. Hatsikotsis, who's turned into trouble a few times tonight. Once again, the ball back with Feely. And ships the target. In the midfield. Rohini and Georgiopoulos. And Chip Bartels. Hatsikotsis. Curtis gives it up. Unfortunately for Heidelberg, Cahill couldn't reel it in. Talarico. Now Van Schip. Santilli. Get the ball back again. Gets the throw. Van Schip in the corner. Tracks the crowd. Trying to turn away from a few Heidelberg players. He plays his own game sometimes. In the end, Talarico done well to hold on to this. And now the cross. Too close to Theodorides. Only a few minutes from half-time. Heidelberg will be quite happy with this. 1-0 lead. They'll have this big wind advantage in the second half. Cahill. There's a player down, Gonzalo Munoz. Very slow to pick himself up. Could have been a head clash in there. Picks himself off. Does Gonzalo Munoz? It's been a real battle between him and Tom Cahill in this game. Almost an hour played at Knights Stadium. Melbourne Knights 0, Oakley 0. Falls for Ellis. And then Talarico and Hennessey. Turns into trouble, Hennessey. It's going to fall for Harry Noon. Feely makes the save. Going Pascoe Vale, their own worst enemy, as Noon turns inside. Can he find a yellow shirt? In the end, it goes out for a goal kick, but so again, Hennessey just turned into trouble. In the end, it was a real solid challenge between him and Noon. As Feely wastes no time. Falls for Biles. Tried to leave it for his keeper, but would have been cut out, so in the end had to clear Zara. Biles away. Noon is offside. Georgopoulos. Van Schip. Looked like a handball, it was. So we wait for the board to go up for stoppage time. I sort of expect maybe 4 or 5 minutes to be played here with the stoppages we've had. In fact, it's only 3 being given. Biles away. And it's Van Schip. Santilli. Talarico turned out of trouble. Now Hennessey's only option is his goalkeeper. It's a long hopeful ball. Biles. Rohini. It's be Paul O'Brien. Cahill. Deng, and Derricks tries to turn and gets the foul. In stoppage time as we wait for Peter Deng to take the kick. Looking for Cahill. Wins the header, but nobody there for the follow-up except for Matt Hennessey. Now Talarico. Georgopoulos. Mohamed Rahimi. Chance to look forward. Georgopoulos. Turns into trouble. Noon. And Cahill. Drives it himself. Trying to find Harry Noon. Just evaded him. Now Vikertis. Fields open up for Pascoe Vale if they can get to midfield. Bartels and Georgopoulos. Deng. The deflection goes Heidelberg's way. And just over at Knights Stadium, it is Oakley through Harry White has taken the lead. So 57th minute played there. So Oakley Cannons away from home. While they've left their charge up the NPL ladder very late in recent seasons. Always start off a bit slow. No, not as slow as this year normally though, but Melbourne Knights, who started the season so strongly, are in a little bit of a form slump at the moment. The last few weeks they've lost out at a draw against Dandenong Thunder at home. Before that they lost against Hume City and they were held to a draw at home by bottom place Kingston, so plenty to do for the Melbourne Knights. Noon keeps it alive. Alice, can he invent something? He can't. And the referee, Lockie Keevers, blows for half-time here at CB Smith Reserve, a half that has seen Tom Cahill's header separate the two sides. Both sides with good opportunities in this game, both sides hitting the bar, but it is Heidelberg with the slender lead going into the second half. It is Pascoe Vale 0, Heidelberg United 1, and we're just going to have a short break here on NPL Victoria action. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half.
Oakley just took the lead against the Lions. No one's going to fix it. The other game's back on. Yeah, it's back
Audio's all back. Hello everyone and welcome back to CB Smith Reserve for the second half between Pascoe Vale and Heidelberg United. Tom Cahill with the goal that separates the two sides with a great header. And what was a fairly even first half. So sets up great opportunity for both sides here in the second half. We obviously are now back live on Facebook. The Facebook stream's back working. But I do stress for the people trying to watch on Facebook, if it does cut out, YouTube's been working fine. As Deng plays it back to Theodore. And ball forward. Rohini. Van Schip. Now Georgopoulos. Back to Mo Rohini. No foul given in the corner. And we do have a few comments, particularly about the light pole, which is right in the middle of the pitch. While it's not a huge amount that we can really do about that, it is a very poorly designed stadium. There is scaffolding on the other side of the pitch, but with the amounts of wind and rain that have come across and the electrical equipment, with the scaffolding not being weatherproofed, we've had to settle for the grandstand, so we do apologise for the light pole, but you won't miss any of the goalmouth action. Ball forward, O'Brien, Zara, and now Cahill. Sliding challenge by Munos. Talarico wide. The midfielder, Wilkins does well. Dumbalis long. It's going to spin its way out wide. Shaun Ellis crosses it into a dangerous area. And for Curtis, Harry Nguyen shields the ball away from Bartels well. Derricks gets the foul. Impressive starting debut for Lukas Derricks. As we've said, since his serious knee injury, he's come back with 3 substitute appearances. Once in the cup against Hume City that he scored in a 5-4 loss. Won the penalty last week against South Melbourne. He's gone plenty of trouble on the wings for Heidelberg. It's going to be O'Brien to whip it in. Back post delivery, and it's just wide by Ellis. As the ball was getting deeper and deeper, the angle on goal was getting smaller and smaller. Hennessey. Peter Deng won the ball well. Now Zara. Fighting for it is Munos. And O'Brien. And Dumbalis. Ellis is offside. So no substitutions at half-time. One substitution was made early in this game where Stephen Pace succumbed to an arm injury. Peter Deng started on the bench. Ball forward. And Rahimi's penalised with a push on Zara. Just go back to the lineups. It's Nick Feely in goal for Pascoe Vale. Back four of Gonzalo Munoz, Matt Hennessey, Jonathan Vikertis and Adrian Talarico. Stephen Hatzikotsis and Nick Georgopoulos in midfield. And with Mohamed Rohini and Lukas Santilli, Jip Bartels on the wings and Davy Van Schip up top. On the bench, Luke Gavalas, the backup keeper, Hakeem Al-Arabi, Michael Ferrante, Joseph Youssef and Dimitri Hatzimaradis. As the foul goes Heidelberg's way. Their lineup is Chris Theodorides. And back four of Josh Wilkins, Peter Deng replacing Stephen Pace early in the game. And Luke Biles and Les Dumbalis are the centre halves. In midfield is Adrian Zara and Paul O'Brien, with Harry Noon just in front of them. Lucas, Derrick and Tom Cahill. And Shaun Ellis in attack. As Noon is looking for Derrick. Gets there first. Good sliding challenge, but it falls for Cahill. Gets the cross to the back post and just evades Harry Noon. In fact, it's taken a slight deflection on its way through, so Heidelberg will have the corner. As Ellis comes across. As Lucky Keevers wants to have a chat to Jonathan Vikertis. A young fullback for Pascoe Vale who 3 or 4 years ago did play for the Joeys. Ellis with the cross. It's under the goalkeeper's control and he punches it away for another corner. So now with that wind pushing towards the goal, this becomes extremely dangerous. The left foot crosses of Shaun Ellis. He has scored direct from a corner before. This time back post, it wasn't far away. Feely in the end has a cautious look over his shoulder and sees it out for a goal kick. As you can see, we are live and interactive on NPL Victoria Facebook page. Jordan says, let's go Burgers. Angus says, yo, yo, what's up, NPL fans? Namovsky Zoran says, which Cahill is this? That's Tom Cahill. And we've covered the other comments about the light pole. Munoz. Ball goes out for a Heidelberg throw. So you can always join in the Facebook comments. As Heidelberg now work out that it'll be Paul O'Brien to throw it in. Dangerous area. Bounces into the box. Hennessey heads it away. Feely will get there first. In fact, the foul's been given for a push. Just in the other game, it is Melbourne Knights 0, Oakley Cannons 1. Harry White in the 57th minute. So Oakley only 6 minutes away from recording a victory. So it's only 6 minutes to go at Knight Stadium for Oakley to hold on. Harry Noon in this game. Hatzikotsis, well, it's a pretty dangerous back pass. Against the wind, Feely's just got to clear it. Bartels fights for it and falls for Rohini. And Peter Deng comes across. In midfield, Hatzikotsis. The Curtis to Van Schip. You find a teammate he can. Bartels, Rohini through the middle. Mo Rohini lays it off. Santilli! Lukas Santilli equalises for Pascoe Vale. It was well worked. They drew the man over and Santilli just passes it in the bottom corner. And Pascoe Vale in the 53rd minute get their equaliser. And it is game on again here at CB Smith Reserve. Celebrations for Pascoe Vale. One of the few times in this game Heidelberg were left pretty open at the back. And Lukas Santilli gets the goal. Heidelberg want to attack straight from kickoff with Alice. Ball finds its way. Joshua Wilkins. Loses out. Georgopoulos. It's another well-worked move by Heidelberg that's now cut out by Biles. Rides the challenge. Drives it forward. Harry Noon couldn't find the pass to Alice. Now Cahill. Derek out wide. Finds a room. Can he get the shot away? Dangerous area. Pascoe Vale bodies get it clear. It could have crept in the corner, that shot, as the game has sprung to life. Van Schip. O'Brien slips. Held onto by Jip Bartels. And Heidelberg get... And it is Heidelberg who get the foul. So, Pascoe Vale 1, Heidelberg 1. This is the way it ended back in round 1. Oh, mistake there by Talarico. Wilkins. Alice keeps it in, wins the throw. So Wilkins throws it short. Cahill loses out. Nick Georgopoulos fires it in. Xavier Van Schip can't control it. And Talarico puts it out for another throw. So getting towards the end of the other game, Melbourne Knights 0, Oakley Cannons 1. Long throw, looking for Cahill. Heidelberg, Rohini over his head, gets it clear momentarily. Noon, no foul. Derek finds it through. O'Brien. Paul O'Brien. Still going. And then the pass is ill-directed for Curtis. Can't find the only one forward. It was Davey Van Schip and Biles. To Wilkins. Noon with the chip over the top. Wilkins gets there first, but a heavy touch sees it out for a goal kick. The game has really opened up since Pascoe Vale got that equaliser. Hennessey long. Ball finds Hatzikotsis in midfield. He made a mistake here. Cahill. And Gonzalo Munoz wins it back as Noon was on the other side waiting for the pass. Lucas Derrick gets the foul. Curtis isn't happy about the decision, but persistent fouling. Curtis goes into the book. The first man in Lockie Keever's notebook. He gets the yellow ticket. So Paul O'Brien, who's delivered some excellent free kicks in this game. Chance to deliver this to the back post. Ball headed forward. It's easy for Nick Feely to collect for Pascoe Vale. Tumbalis. Theodore long. Ball bounces. Noon will chase after this. He's offside, Harry Noon. He did get onto it first and then smashes it into the back of the net, but with nobody getting a touch on that ball played long, Harry Noon was offside. So Feely takes it short. Munos. Van Schip trying to hold it away from Biles, who gets a decent touch in there. Hatsikotsis wins it back. Georgopoulos, the youngster, loses out to Dumbalis. Deng away. It's both sides looking to control. O'Brien, great pass. Cahill. Alice, he's onside. Shaun Alice plays it back to Cahill, and Cahill puts it wide. The flag stayed down all the way. Alice was judged to get back into an offside position, laid it off to Tom Cahill, and he's just dragged it wide. Sheepishly, he looks to the linesman to say the goalkeeper got a touch to it. I can tell you right now he didn't. And Cahill, with a chance for a tap-in's, put it wide. And Heidelberg miss a big opportunity to go back in front. As Feely passes it out wide. Curtis. Ball goes out for a throw. As Deng's ready to throw the ball back in. They're away. Falls for Rohini. Now Hatsikotsis finds a way out of it. Talarico plays it for Van Schip in the middle. Rohini. Hatsikotsis loses out. Challenge from Zara. Challenges fly in. Advantage is played. O'Brien might get a yellow card when the game stops. At the moment, Pascoe Vale bring it forward. Bartels. And coming across, making a good challenge. And now Lockie Keevers will go to Paul O'Brien, and he will go in the book. So a yellow card apiece in this game. Both sides with one goal, one yellow card, and both sides have hit the bar. It's been a real even match-up so far. Curtis, chance to cross. Back post, and in the end, Wilkins has just got to put it out for a corner. It's going to be Nick Georgopoulos. Missed a couple of games this season with an opportunity to go to Spain for a trial. 2 goals in his short NPL Victoria career. Near post. Oh, Santilli, the ball's punched away from him by Theodore, who was clattered into after that. So Heidelberg get the free kick. We're in stoppage time over at Knight Stadium. Melbourne Knights 0, Oakley Cannons 1. Harry White with the goal in the 57th minute. So Oakley looking for their another victory, third. With 3 wins and a draw in their last 4 for Chris Taylor's men. Theodorides with the left, gets it clear. Good header by Zara. It's all Pascoe Vale at the drop. Wilkins throws it quick. Looking for Noon. Too much on that one. Looked like the flag was shaping to go up if he did get to it anyway. Feely away. And Sikotsis, now Bartels. Finds Curtis. Trying to find Georgopoulos, cut out by Biles. Deng with a neat control to Zara. Ball just evades Harry Noon. Hennessey gets in a tangle again. Needs support from his teammates. And in the end, the foul goes to Pascoe. Seen Harry Noon and Hansi Kotsis in a few of those midfield battles in this game. Ball out long. Wilkins with a strong header. See players just misjudging the wind, that Heidelberg have a really strong wind advantage in the second half. Curtis, Van Schip, Bartels. They've worked this well. Rohini. Santilli out wide. Playing it through, looking for Georgopoulos. It's cut out. Now Hennessey's let this ball bounce, and now Feely's got to deal with it. In the end, Hatzicotzis loses out to Alice. Alice forward, chance for Heidelberg. It's Cahill forward. Curtis gets the right side of the ball and clears it out. Just when you thought Cahill was in for his second goal. And now Joshua Wilkins ready to throw it in. O'Brien looking for support, and Rohini's back heel was smart. Georgopoulos left it a bit short. Ball goes out for a goal kick though, with the deflection. Gonzalo Munoz. Bartels. Hatzicotzis. Rohini. Turns out of trouble. Hatzicotzis gang trying to turn Zara, and luckily to get away with that one. It's a good battle in midfield between both sides. Rohini, now Bartels. Rohini will continue the run. And can he get past the veteran defender in Biles? Now Bartels, Rohini into the box. Van Schip, can he create something magical? He tried to kick it up to himself. Georgopoulos wins it back. Now Santilli, and his shot is well wide. And it's Pascoe Vale's goal scorer trying to double his account for the night. Only the 2 goals this season for Lukas Santilli. Has spent a majority of the games as a substitute, getting a good run in the side, and finishes like he did before. I wonder he's put himself in front of a few other players in this Pascoe Vale lineup, including Dimi Hatzimaratis and Joseph Youssef, who are on the bench. O'Brien. Now Bile stands on the ball, but he's got plenty of room. And now Heidelberg have quite a few players out wide. One of them, Harry Noon. Goes himself, Harry Noon! Harry Noon, what a goal that is! They backed off him, he switched to the left foot and curled it into the top corner. And Harry Noon puts Heidelberg back in front again. And it is Heidelberg's top goal scorer this season with his 6th strike. And Heidelberg, well, something really out of nothing. He tried his luck. The wind advantage is in his favour. And Harry Noon curls it. And Nick Feely was grasping it air, and there was nothing he could do about that shot. And Heidelberg, after 68 minutes, retake the lead. It is Pascoe Vale 1, Heidelberg 2. As the ball eludes Njip Bartels. And it goes out for a throw. There's the few of the Heidelberg fans around me quite happy with that strike, seeing it on replay. Georgopoulos into the box, looking for Santilli, and it flashes across the box and out for a throw. So Harry Noon once again in the goals for Heidelberg. As they move on to the attack again. Harry Noon. Munos cuts that one out. Needs support. In the end, he's looking for Georgopoulos. It's cut out. Paul O'Brien. And the ball goes out. Let us know in the comments what you think. Said Nate Parker says, "We got this, Warriors." It's Cahill. Crosses in. Back post Derricks. It's away from him. O'Brien. And now it's cut out. Van Schip. Chance to turn. Pascoe Vale get the throw. Now they throw it again. Van Schip evades a couple of challenges and eventually gets the throw for Pascoe Vale. Well, they've got to come from behind again to get anything out of this game. But in the end, Heidelberg have been able to defend well since conceding the Santilli goal. Hatzikotsis gets the shot away himself and drags it wide. As we look towards the two benches, Heidelberg with the one change early in the game. Peter Deng for Stephen Pace, who went off with an injury that we hopefully is not too serious for the veteran defender. Anthony Catanios back on the bench for Heidelberg. Jacob Burns and Jacob Talevsky, a couple of the under-20s players who get an opportunity to be on the bench. Burns has made an NPL debut. I believe it was back against Hume City earlier in the season. Wilkins, great bit of skill, but then overruns it. Attacking talent on Pascoe Vale's bench with Dimi Hatzimaradis and Joseph Youssef. They got the experienced midfielder Michael Ferrante and Hakeem Al-Arabi. And they've got all three substitutions still to make. Heidelberg 2. But at the moment it's Zara, Alice, Georgopoulos misses out. Zara just drives it forward. Can he get the cross in? Cuts it back for Cahill. Tom Cahill. Challenge comes in. And in the end it's going to be a foul to Pascoe Vale. They want to take it quick. Georgopoulos. Van Schip can't reel that one in. And Biles is happy to use his goalkeeper. Got a four offside plays there to the Burgers. As Feely just lays it off to Gonzalo Munoz. Poor pass. Harry Noon. Couldn't control it. Zara. Noon. Now Cahill just clips it up looking for Derek. The Curtis cushioned it well. Hatzikotsis. In the midfield, Bartels loses out to Zara. Skips through a few challenges. Feeds it through to Tom Cahill. Can he find a Heidelberg teammate? It's deflected up in the air. Still alive. Lukas, Derek can fire. And it's straight at Feely. Done well to cushion it before collecting. Now he tries to set a counter-attack. There's plenty of Heidelberg players struggling to keep up with play here. If Pascoe Vale can move it quickly, Rohini. As Paco slow it down, Hatsikotsis. In the end, can he find the right pass? Georgopoulos. Rohini looking for Van Schip. It was well read and taken away by Les Dumbalis, who continues the run. Needs support. In the end, challenge is well made, and Hennessey gets it back. To approach the final 15 minutes.
I dragged like 9 plays in, and you still pass it to me.
As Heidelberg get all their players in the defensive half now. They're not a side that really gives up leads late in games when they get to manage it. And be a bit more defensive, put numbers behind the ball. They're a very hard side to break down. A chance for Bartels out wide. Try to turn Deng. In the end. Gets one-on-one, went for the nutmeg. Deng read it well. Deng held on to, and Deng gets the free. There's the cheers to the Heidelberg fans in front of us here in the stand. You see Bartels didn't really have much support around him, so try to go himself. Deng read the nutmeg and shielded it away. Theodore is long. Good jump by Cahill. Shouts for handball, not paid. Hennessey away. Zara. Undirected pass. Hatsikotsis. Oh, he just spins out of trouble and then ran into trouble as Paul O'Brien wins it back. Heidelberg to drive it forward. Shaun Ellis cuts inside, gets the shot away and puts that well wide and over the top. So Feely ready to start this. And it looks like Jip Bartels is going to be withdrawn. And it's going to be Youssef maybe to come on. And the change is going to be Luke Derricks to make way. And it will be the return of Anthony Catanios. So we wait for the youngster who's had a strong game in his first start in over 12 months. So Catanios to come on. Lockie Keevers wants Pascoe Vale now to restart it. So that change with Bartels and Youssef not made yet. Ball forward. Van Schip. Needs to find the right pass, looking for Georgopoulos. Deflection takes it towards the box. Santilli got the shot away, it was deflected. And now it's Harry Noon. Soderbergh look for a third. Zara. Noon through. Talarico first to it. And Feely just puts it out wide. It's going to bounce Bartels. Fight for it, Rohini. Van Schip. In the end, the deflection goes out for a goal kick. And now that substitution can be made for Pascoe Vale. In fact, it's going to be Youssef to come on for Nick Georgopoulos. He's tried hard, the youngster. He's had some good touches, but in fact, it's going to be a double change where Santilli, the goal scorer, will be coming off and Dimi Hatzimaradis will be coming on. So 2 changes for Pascoe Vale. So both sides with 2 changes apiece. As we head towards the final 10 minutes of this game. A game that since regaining the lead for a second time, Heidelberg have managed well. Cahill flicks the header on. Alice just couldn't control it. Now the Curtis finds Youssef. Now over the top. Hatzimaradis trying to shield it. Wiles wins the header. Coming through there was Youssef, Rohini, Zara, and in the end the ball's cleared away by O'Brien. Fairly long. Bartels once again goes towards the corner. Cross to the back post, and Ship. Get there first. Talarico. Reverse pass. Dangerous ball in. Deng deflected up from Bartels, and Theodore says he dropped it. In fact, he hasn't. He was bumped into by Dimi Hatzimaradis, and the foul's been given. Which fair enough too. He did have it in his possession. And a couple of good crosses. It's a difficult night for goalkeepers with the wind. Cahill heads it the wrong way. He was trying to flick it off the top of his head, got solid contact with the forehead. And Sikotsis to drive it forward for Pascoe Vale and into the channel, looking for Hatzimaradis. And the deflection was well saved by Theodorides. And Heidelberg have an injury problem. It looks like Les Dumbalis, who is in quite a bit of pain, so a little bit of an injury timeout. Just recapping, Oakley Cannons got the victory against the Melbourne Knights. As it stands, Heidelberg, if they can hold on, will move to 29 points and just be 3 points off Avondale, who play Dandenong City tomorrow. Be interesting to see what players turn out for Dandy City with a trio of signings in Valeri, Adrian Layer and Brenton Sandliam. I believe Adrian Layer is ready to go. Been training at the club for a month. Santalab is in Victoria after playing in the A-League Grand Final last week and missing the penalty. So wait to see if he will play tomorrow, but plenty of big fixtures across NPL Victoria. Green Gully, Altona Magic. As Green Gully are into the top 6. There's another injury problem, this time to Shaun Ellis. Avondale, Dandy City, and Hume City versus Dandenong Thunder. So we've got 3 sides tomorrow out of the 6 in the top 6 playing, and Altona just outside. South Melbourne, Bentley. In years gone past, that's been a huge game. Challenge, title defining sort of matches. And South Melbourne with their tails up after finding some pretty decent form of late, beating Heidelberg last week in Lancaster Cup. As the Lockie Keevers trying to get the game re-going. At the moment, the throw can go. Ball's going to find its way to Feely as we restart. 84 minutes played in Friday night NPL Victoria action. Heidelberg looking pretty solid behind the ball, and Pascoe Vale chasing this equaliser. Curtis wants the switch, but Hatzikotsis finds Talarico, the captain for tonight.
Cut the fucking hole down.
Forward. Heidelberg clear it. Falls into midfield. It's Catanios. Ball out wide. Great sliding challenge by Talarico. Gets it back. Rohini. He's got to find a bit of space, and he gets it with Curtis. Now Bartels. Try to play it forward for Curtis. O'Brien will get there and clear. Now Feely. Heidelberg looking like they won't be broken down for a second time in this game. Hatzimiratis. Munos. Hatzikotsis, and now Van Schip. Can he roll his defender? He can, but he can't find the pass, and once again Paul O'Brien in the right place clears it. Feely's well out of his box. It's a horrible sliced clearance. Goes out for a throw. And it's Peter Deng. Now Catanios. Goes out for a Pascoe Vale throw. Noon. Solid challenges flying in, and now over the top looking for Cahill. Hennessey does well to turn away from the striker. Now Talarico, first time ball. Van Schip switching it. It's going to spin. Biles heads it away only as far as Youssef keeps it alive. Hatzimiratis, he's offside as he tried to swivel and shoot. As Theodore gets the opportunity to take this kick. So it's going to take something really special for Pascoe Vale to get an equaliser in this game. And then Curtis heads it out. Deng to Catanios. Just going to go out for a Pascoe Vale throw. Kept him in the corner of Curtis with the throw. They get it back, Tanios. Heads towards the corner. The Curtis keeps it in. Catanios gets it back. You see Heidelberg's intention just to hold on to the ball. Very experienced squad of Heidelberg in managing these situations. 88 minutes played. Now O'Brien. It's going to fall for Talarico. Now Van Schip plays it through. Talarico just couldn't control it. In the end, Theodore will get there, and he'll wait for Hatzimiratis to come towards him before picking it up. Quick throw. Looking for Alice. Hennessey gets pushed in the back. Just to take it quick. See how deep Davy Van Schip is dropping to pick up the ball. And Sikotsis will find him again. Dropping deeper to play creator. Youssef. Gang Heidelberg forced them back with Biles, who tries to hurry to get back into position. Now over the top. And Hatzimaradis is offside again. And now a Heidelberg change can be made. Their third and final substitution as the 90 minutes is about to go up. There will be Les Dumbalis to make way. And Jacob Talevsky is going to be coming on. So Talevsky's going to drop into defence. It's like Wilkins will move centrally and Talevsky will be playing right back. Theodore long. Cahill wins the header and Feely will get there. In the end, Feely's going to have to pick it up. Throws it and goes long. Hatzimaradis, can he flick it on? Zara, can't control with the chest. Hatzimaradis. Turns out of trouble and finds Rohini. Hatzimaradis. In the end, Heidelberg get it back. Wilkins will just clear it. As Feely comes across. Deep in the stoppage time now. Youssef can't find a Hatzimaradis. Can he find a teammate? He can. Van Schip. Can he get the shot away? Try to dink it through. Comes back to him. Bartels. Turns into trouble, out of trouble. Deng. And in the end they get it clear. Cahill will chase after it. Hennessey will get there first. Pascoe Vale sending as many players as they possibly can forward. Munos, poor pass from him. Can Heidelberg get a late consolation goal? It's Harry Noon, keeps driving Harry Noon. Has he got the finish? Goes to Catanios, Catanios inside. Can he get the shot away? Catanios, he does! He squeezes it in the bottom corner. And Anthony Catanios gets the goal off the bench. Beats Feely at the near post. And Heidelberg get the third. Anthony Catanios danced and danced in the box and just was able to squeeze the shot in. Feely could not get there at the perfectly placed shot. Beat him in the bottom corner. And Pascoe Vale, after committing so many players forward, make the turnover. And Heidelberg get a third through Catanios. And they will move back into second position tonight, will Heidelberg. As we restart the game, Rohini, Youssef, heavy touch, and O'Brien clears. Talarico. Another turnover. And Theodore will just clear it up the pitch. Munos. Cushions it for Hennessey. We've played 3 minutes here. Curtis. Bartels. Needs support. Doesn't find it. Catanios will drive it forward again. Switching ball to Alice. Can Heidelberg get a fourth in this game? Shaun Alice. Catanios wants it played back to him again. He's in the mood. Catanios drives it. And the ball's going to spin out wide. The Curtis does well to keep it in. Bartels. Van Schip. Can't find a teammate. O'Brien. In the end, the deflection finds him. Noon. Crossfield ball will be cut out by Feely. As the whistles from the crowd ring around CB Smith Reserve. And there it is. It's full time here on Friday night NPL Victoria action. And it is Heidelberg United with the victory by 3-1 against Pascoe Vale, and what has been a tight contest between both sides, but a couple of special goals from Heidelberg, particularly in the second half, sees them get the victory. It was Tom Cahill in the 34th minute, Lukas Antilli for Pascoe Vale in the 54th, and Harry Noon with a wonder strike in the 68th, and Catanios teased the Pascoe Vale defence before squeezing into the bottom corner, and that's how it ends here on Friday night NPL Victoria action. My name is Chris Gleeson. We've hoped you've enjoyed the coverage, and we look forward to more games tomorrow, and we hope you enjoy the rest of tonight. So good night to everybody out there. Hope you have enjoyed your Friday night football.